What's going on, everybody? I am Winston A. Marshall, aka the Swaggy Blerd, and welcome to my Avatar: The Way of the Water non-spoiler review. So, a number of you saw my out of the theater reaction. I wanted to give you a little bit more now that the review embargo is up. It's going to be kind of a quick discussion about the film, what James Cameron is bringing to this epic sequel, because I want you to go and experience the movie yourself, and then come on back. I'm going to do a full spoiler review of the film, get like a full discussion going. Might be just me, might bring in one of the homies. You guys have seen me work with a number of people, so we might mix it up and whatnot, but we'll see what happens. But let's talk about it, man. Let's jump right in. I know a lot of you are watching this before the movie comes out to get excited, to get hype. I saw a lot of questions, a lot of comments on my instant reaction. The first of which, here's your correction right now. Jurassic World Dominion was indeed the third billion-dollar movie since the pandemic. Didn't know that, and it's not because I don't pay attention to these things. It's because Jurassic World Dominion, by many, as has been talked about, was not a good movie. It made a lot, sure, but it was a very quiet billion. It wasn't because people were like, this is the greatest Jurassic Park movie we've ever seen. It's just because it just kind of slowly did its thing. So respect to the 50 million people who brought that up. But yes, there have been 3 movies: Spider-Man No Way Home, Top Gun Maverick, and Jurassic World Dominion. Now, Avatar: Way of the Water is going to be number 4. And the more I've had time to sit and think on it, depending on how things go, because there's also going to be no competition, honestly, for a while, it may get to the 2 billion marker. I don't know about that. I actually have a bet going with somebody. Think it'll probably hit around 1.5. I don't think it'll go much above that, but I could be completely wrong because there's a lot to love about this movie. First and foremost, what has set the Avatar franchise now, with this second movie coming out, apart has been James Cameron and his love for technology and how he just invents new stuff to do incredible things. When he says the CGI blows the MCU out of the water, he's not kidding. The capture devices, the CGI in general, just the beautiful cinematography that is merged with the beautiful computer animation, and I saw it in real 3D. It was incredible. I hate 3D movies. The only 2 that I've ever enjoyed would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because that felt like a real comic book coming at you. But then this, James Cameron has absolutely done it again, and he's put a new bar for what you can do with technology in a film. Now, for those of you that are hearing that and you go, okay, cool, whatever, I don't care. What about the actual writing? What about the actual story? Now, that was what kind of I didn't love about the first movie. I thought that, it was a fine of enough story, colonizing type situation. Guy learns his lesson, becomes more one with nature, etc., etc. It was very basic for me. The dialogue didn't really blow my mind. The motivations, whatever. There was incredible performances. Like Zoe Saldana is one of the greatest actresses we've seen, and she really knows how to hit those super high emotional notes. She does that again in this film, and I don't want to give anything away, but there's a number of moments where you really see that come out of her, and it's incredible. But what is so good about this movie? There's a big focus on family and legacy and what that means. Not a spoiler, you find out in the first couple of minutes that Jake has settled down, and I can never remember Zoe Saldana's character's name, and forgive me, saw this over a week ago, so some stuff is slipping. I remember the whole of the movie, but the names, just being with the Na'vi and whatnot, are not going to always click. They have a family. They have a family now, and so there's a lot going on with Jake and what it means to be a father, and there's a lot with the kids and what it means to be the sons and daughters of Jake Sully, of the leader of this tribe of Na'vi and whatnot. And we go on an adventure where Jake and his family have to move to another part of Pandora and join one of the water tribes, and them adapting, and what it means to be in a new place, what it means to essentially work with your cousins. A lot of people have, cousins and whatnot that they talk to and they hang out with, all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. The rivalries, the mutual respect but hatred, the things that are the same but different. There are so many really nuanced ways of looking at what it means to come into your own as a teenager, as an adult, and family man. There's just elements of that throughout. And there are multiple fathers here that you see really question how they are going to go about parenting. I'm not going to tell you specifically who, but you'll see what I'm talking about when you watch the film. There are two main examples, but you can make an argument of three, of Jake and his kids, of the leader of the water tribe, and then one other character, which you will find out soon enough. But amazing performances here. I think Zoe Saldana is incredible. I know Sam Worthington does do a lot of acting. I think he does a lot of stuff in England, it looks like, just looking at his IMDb. But this is the first time we've really seen him, it looks like, in a major motion picture of this scale since the first Avatar. So great to have him back. But then the whole cast is just absolutely stellar. Kate Winslet is wonderful in this film. I'm getting that same kind of passion, that energy out of her as well. And then I really, really appreciate the kids in this. The actors that are playing the kids, I think that they're all about to be superstars. They did an incredible job, even with the motion capture, so you're not seeing their true faces. They are acting their asses off. But a lot of really great moments, really talking about trying to protect the planet and do right by that, getting back to this idea of not just mining stuff, mindlessly, and this idea of that it's all just resources. We don't care about anything else. There's this element of, as there was in the first one, you get the one planet. Obviously, the humans have moved here, and that's the story. Instead of trying to get all the ore, the unobtainium, they are here because they're like, we have to colonize. We don't have anywhere else to go. We don't. This is no longer going to be an option for Earth. They mentioned that in the very beginning. We've mined the hell out of Earth. We have to find a new place to live, so we're going to live here. So it really is this idea that you only get one shot with your planet, and you really need to take care of it. And I love that. I love that they really kind of get at the core of that. And it's not a beat it over the head type situation. Some people are going to scream all day, oh, it's going woke or whatever. But the first one was the same element. You can't just come in and trounce on nature and destroy your planet. So it's a very well done story that you can get at the heart of something. You're going to have incredible action here. The stakes are super high because of certain events that take place. Again, I want you to watch it for yourself and to kind of do your own opinion here. You're getting a lot of throwbacks to various things and a lot of new mysteries. James Cameron very clearly set this up to be the multi-films, and I appreciate the fact that there is a legitimate plan here, because you're giving us questions that we're going to need answers to, including a decision by one of the main characters who we're not sure if they're going to go good or evil the whole time. They make a decision at the end of the film that you go, oh, this is going to come back to bite him in the ass. For sure. This is going to bite he or she in the ass. Woo. So all that being said, I cannot wait for you to see some of the cool mechs that have been designed by James Cameron. There's a lot of cool new mechs, some of the new animals, just the traditions, and even seeing the differences between the forest Na'vi and the water Na'vi and how they've evolved differently in certain things. It's really, really cool to see. So hats off to James Cameron for building an incredible world, for really taking what we already thought was pretty big and making it massive. Really exploring the difference in cultures and really asking us the question, what does it mean to be a father, a mother, the child of someone famous, of someone powerful, but what does it mean to be a family? What specifically is family? So with all that, I want to know what you think, man. If you haven't seen the movie already, go see it, come back, leave a comment here, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. I've got comedy on here, I've got reviews on here, all sorts of fun stuff, man. I've been doing them Law and Order Sports Victims units. You can check out that playlist. I'll put it on here somewhere. There's one of these boxes around here, as well as the playlist for the rest of my movie reviews, man. But again, I want to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching this. Subscribe, come back, enjoy Avatar: Way of the Water. Final grade, I guess I would give it. Let's go 4.8 out of 5. Really, really, really good. That's a 96%, something like. It's a phenomenal movie. Again, this is coming from a guy that didn't love the first one. I really didn't, and I'm in love with this film. So go see it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your week. I'll see you next time. Peace.